All right. Happy Monday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we were going through the words yesterday, and another good week of words, Coach, this week. Excited about those. So um, the word to kick off this Monday is attitude. Attitude. Coach would she's coaching, she'd say, check yourself, check yourself, check that attitude before you wreck yourself, going through the day. But attitude, a mental position with regard to a fact or a state, a feeling or emotion towards a fact or a state. Like attitude. How did you wake up this morning? Because it can be positive or it can be negative, right? We all know that. I come across this quote by Ralph Martinson. He said, excellence is not a skill. It's an attitude. It's an attitude. And so many times things happen through my day where my attitude is not right. And I believe we attract, good or bad, we attract it back to us, right? If my attitude's not right, it seems like other things throughout my day, before I know it, I've done stumped my toe on a desk, mashed my finger in the door. Like it's like I'm attracting things to me. So people with a positive attitude, which is really where I went and kind of looked at, like they expect good things to happen. Like they go through the day, they go through the weeks, they go through the months, looking on the brighter side of things, and what it does, a positive attitude encourages like confidence. It encourages growth. It encourages success. But how do you go through the day and like develop a more positive attitude around things? Because when you're dealing with the world and news and things coming at us, even if you shelter yourself, man, there's still a lot coming at us on a day-to-day basis. So how do we develop more of a positive attitude as we go through the day? What's the armor we need? Well, first, change your vocabulary. Replace the words that have negative connotations with those that convey a more positive. And so one of the things I was thinking about is can't. I can't go. Change it to I can go, but I'm choosing to stay at work today and build a business, right? So I really can go, but I'm choosing to not. Changing can't to can. Number two, smile. That's the reason I wave all the time. It's like wave, smile, like here's the deal. When you smile, it's a natural mood enhancer. Let me let these people in the waiting room. It's a natural mood enhancer. And so smiling is huge. Number three, stop complaining. Like I got some dear people in my life that I won't mention their names because they wouldn't appreciate it. But they can't have a conversation without complaining. Like it's the weather, it's politics, it's all this stuff. Like it's a constant, just tough conversation to have. And so stop complaining. But first of all, we got to be aware. I think they're not aware of how much they're complaining. And so I challenge you. The rubber band thing really works, right? I carry a band around. I wear a band every day that says engage and be more. It's got it on both sides. And I catch myself complaining and I'll pop myself with that band like, yep, you're doing it again, buddy. So do something to where you're being aware if you're somebody that's complaining, Number four, don't be too hard on yourself. Accept mistakes happen, learn from them, move forward, because the best mess up. Be thankful. Number five, be thankful. Like gratitude, we talk about it all the time. It's the most powerful thing there is. Gratitude forces you to focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. Number six, use affirmations. Win the day. Say it to yourself. Like find things that you can say, I'm going to win today. And then the last is be present. Coach always says it, be where your feet are. You know, turn the phone over. Have dinner with the family without the phone being present. Maybe take your son, shoot some basketball with. Maybe take your daughter somewhere. You know, I got a trip this week with my daughter. So maybe do something where you're present with the people you care most about. So, Coach, I'm going to turn it to you. This is a great word on attitude.
All right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. As always, Coach Palmer. Like Coach said, happy birthday to Billy and Jane. I see you're on, and good luck in your surgery today, lady. I know you've got a tough day ahead of you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a negative attitude and a positive attitude. I don't have a whole lot of things to talk about, but I hope that you can grab a nugget or two and help you get a positive turn in your day to day. So how can we change a negative attitude into a positive one? All right, let me start by telling you this. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Let that sink in. I know it made me think twice. You know, tips for changing the negative attitude. Do an honest, in-depth self-evaluation. Guys, if we can't be honest with ourselves, we're going to struggle, or we've struggled our whole life if we're not honest with ourselves. Figure out what habits or thinking traits that you need to change. I fully believe with all my heart, there's nobody on this call that has a ton of things of their thinking that they need to change, but we all have maybe one or two things that dominate us, and it pulls us into a negative mindset. So be honest about what those traits are and work on changing that. Avoid bad company. If we're around negative people all the time, and Coach touched on this too, guess what we do? We fall right slap dab in the middle of their negative vibes as quick as everything. I mean, and it's so hard. You know, you think about it, some of the most fun people that I'm around that are just fun are also very negative. So I have to choose to get away from that, or have the potential of getting drawn in that. It's crazy that it's fun, but they are. So I think you have to stay away from bad company, you know, and stop complaining. No, let me back up. Stop comparing yourself to others. That's so easy for us to do. I think we've all probably done that our entire lives. Just remember that you and your life is unique and special. Simply believe in yourself. Simply believe in yourself. Number 4 is simply stop your negative thoughts. Right when one hits your head, like Coach was talking about the rubber band that he used and pops up on his arm. You know, stop your negative thoughts and then immediately bind to the positive. When you think a negative, bind to the positive immediately. Now, let's end on a positive note. How do we maintain a positive attitude? Surround yourself with positive people. Read positive things. Absorb positive, impactful people. Listen to positive information. I know we talk about this a lot, but journal positive things. Fill your mind with positive input. And I say this, and I've heard Coach say this, I've heard Andrea say this. Every morning, if we could get in a habit of getting right up out of bed, most of the time we're going right to the bathroom, look in the mirror, that part of your day, and tell yourself one thing. Look in the mirror and point to yourself and make a positive to yourself to start your day. It will set the tone and help you in a huge way. Create a routine and stay in it daily. Be willing to get off track if you need to a little bit, but stay in the bulk of your routine. I'm not saying you can't change, but be willing to if something comes up that you have to. Simply, y'all, crap. Just be nice to people. Just be nice. When we're nice to people, when we give positive feedback to someone, just be nice. What does it do? It brightens their day and it reflects back on us. Just be nice. Set goals, and the goals you set, believe in them. That's why I say I've quit setting New Year's resolutions. I might say one thing I'm going to do, because I used to set all kinds of resolutions and bam, after about 5 weeks, I was done. Blew it up. So I try to stay to one. Set them and believe in them. Embrace laughing. Stay curious and enhance and embrace learning. Have fun. With a positive attitude, we can deal with stress and negative situations in a much easier way. The positive attitude also helps us stay optimistic, grateful, and more empathetic and understanding toward others. One of my favorite coaches, and she actually was a high school teammate, Tina, used to be Tina Bertram, but it's Tina Seals now. She coaches over in Mississippi. She used to say this when she was the head volleyball coach at Northwest Shoals Community College. Your attitude determines your altitude. That's a very simple statement, but it is so powerful. So I challenge you to get your attitude right so you can just jump out of the office today, jump straight up, get that altitude up and be successful. So happy Monday. Great to see y'all. Again, Billy, happy birthday, buddy. Jane, good luck in your surgery. Love y'all.
Coach, thank you for the message this morning. Yes, Billy, happy birthday. Jane, we're praying for you. And guys, we love you and we're grateful for you. Happy Monday. Let's go rock the world. See you.
Thank
Have
you,
a great-
coaches.
Thank you,
Have a great one.
coaches.
Monday, everyone.